A no visitor notice was then placed on the room door of Emperor Eugen's hospital room. Yuna and the others returned to the nurse's station with Dr. Salen soon afterward. There's shrapnel in his heart. That's right, he really should be resting right now. But they're insisting that we operate as soon as possible. Maybe get like a sort of like a really strong electromagnet and put it like in the middle of his chest. You need some kind of power source, like an orbital power source. It could be Orbital Man. Yeah. We were initially called to the capital, but due to the scale of the surgery, we've had him transferred here. The operation will happen within 2 weeks' time. Considering his current condition, we estimate the success rate to be just shy of 30%. Yet despite his pain, he still found the strength to speak with us. Who the hell is he trying to fool, acting all tough and... It's like, yeah, sounds like you, mate. Ash? It reminds me. What did the letter say? It's mostly about the Black Records and the Class of Erebonia. We already heard bits and pieces about it before, but I think it's all starting to come together thanks to this. The Curse of Erebonia. The annexation of North Ambria is just another consequence of it. But newsworthy as this all is, can't just put out an article about it. See, the Emperor's stay here has become something of an open secret. We cover a story like that and we get slammed by the censors, or worse, shut out on the streets. I see. At least we're beginning to see the bigger picture here. Every one of these events is driving us closer and closer towards war. Nurse Cecile, do you have a moment? I wonder what this could be. Excuse me a second. Where's Philia? Yes. I thought you'd left already.
The Governor General has, yes. However, I realized I had one last matter to see to here.
Silvery voice.
I will be perfectly frank. Will you allow me to speak with Class VII?
The man from earlier. I thought that voice sounded familiar. He must have realized we were here. You can let him in, Cecile. Ready? Are you sure about this? Of course. I'm sure we can trust him. Very well. Right this way, sir. I see what's going on with you, mate.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, new Class VII. I do hope you'll forgive me for barging in like this. And if it isn't some of the old Class VII, my, how you've grown.
Alright, steady on, mate. It's been too long, Principal Vandyke. But pleasure to make your acquaintance. We've heard much about you.
Come now, there's no need to be so nervous. I've wanted to meet all of you for quite some time. You all have fire in your eyes. That's good. You remind me of young Schwarzer when he was a student. It's truly a shame he could not be here with us.
Well, damn, someone's well informed. You were with the Governor General earlier. You're the one in charge of the war with Calvard, so perhaps you know...
Unfortunately, I have no idea where he is. My role pertains solely to events on the surface. As per the orders of Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
Triple dot. The war with Calvard is now completely inevitable. And behind that is the 1,000-year-old curse of Erebonia. But despite all of this, you're prepared to fulfill your duty.
I am. Such is what it means to be a soldier.
Idiot.
Even if the coming war consumes the entire continent, even if it consumes the entire world.
That implies there's a difference.
A soldier puts everything on the line for his country. Generals Craig and Vander hold the same convictions.
Uncle. That may be what drives a soldier. We'll show you that Class 7 is different. It's just like His Majesty said, we'll find our own path. May not know where it leads, but I'm sure it starts with finding Instructor Rean. All we can do is have faith in ourselves and move forward. As Class 7, as students of Thors. Exactly. We're not the type to be so easily dissuaded. Every step we take bears the hopes of His Majesty and all of our friends behind it. I am certain those hopes will lead us to him. He's more than just the Ashen Chevalier. To us, he'll always be a member and instructor of Class 7. Honestly, it's a total crapshoot, whether or not this will actually get us anywhere. If we do manage to get Schwarzer back, you can bet your ass we're not just leaving things to him afterwards. That load is all of ours to bear. We're finding us a way through this shitstorm, and we're doing it together. Well, would you look at that? Sounds like they've made up their minds. Now you know, Principal Vandyke. This right here is the heart of Class 7.
3 years ago, the Prince came to me with an idea. A seed from which Class 7 would grow. But for it to have grown so determined, resilient, and strong, it has exceeded all my expectations. Speaking to you today has reminded me of that, and I am truly grateful. Members of Class 7, I implore you to find Schwarzer. I am sure you can save him, and together find this new path.
Right. Afterward, General Vandyke left the hospital. Grace followed soon after, returning to the city. The group then prepared to set off and resume their tasks. Well, that went on far longer than expected. I suppose it's no time wasted, so long as you found it worth the while. In any case, I have a lot of work I need to get back to. Right, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks again. And good luck with that operation. Not that you need to hear it from me. Ash. As a matter of fact, I don't. A medical professional never gives up, no matter how distant the hope. We'll do whatever we can. Now then, I wish you all the best. Wow, now that's a doctor who's got it all. The other nurses and I will be assisting Dr. Salient in any way that we can. So don't worry about the operation. We'll make sure he pulls through. Yeah, thanks. We'll leave him in your capable hands. Now then, shall we get back to work ourselves? Our next order of business is visiting the wetlands. Agreed. The area is flush with blue pluroma grass, making it our best candidate for the singularity at present. If there were any place around here that screams singularity, that would probably be it. Be careful, guys. I'll stay behind to gather information, same as Louise and the others. Make sure you and the others don't get into too much trouble for me, okay? You got it. New or old, we're all still part of Class 7 together. The wetlands of Lake Elm should be to the south of the hospital down Ursula Road. Take care on your journey, okay? Okay. Let's look at this. What was it? Private patients and public health. Jeez. Complete guide to women's health. One World Health. What's the colourful one? Take... Can't tell, it's just got health in big letters. I heard from Valerie that things haven't been great at Thor's Branch campus. Can't believe some of you were called in as witnesses by the Imperial Defense Force and military police. Yeah, I've been through a lot with Lloyd, so I can imagine how tough it must be for you. I'm worried about Linda too. If there's anything I could do to help, just let me know. Thank you so much. Valerie has been such a big help around here. With all the staff transferred to America and so many doctors being conscripted, we're seriously short-handed. I was gonna say staffed, but handed fine. Not only did she come at the perfect time, but her bedside manner is superb. She's always meticulous with paperwork and reports. I've been seriously considering asking her to work here officially. After this is all blown over, of course. Oh, nicely done, Valerie. Been into with the same classes in Ursula. Can't tell if that's new or not. Like, surgery is the only treatment that'll work for Nana now. She must be so scared, I wish I could help her be brave somehow. Probably lost that. I mean, it looks like people have moved around and stuff, so... Cyrone? Oh no, I messed up all the medical records again. And Mayfair and head nurse Martha are gonna get so mad at me. Oh wait, actually they got moved over to America, huh? I assume Philia's there as well. Oh, I know. I'll get Linda to help me sort these out. Oh wait, she's been gone for like a while now. Everybody's got their hands way too full to lend to anyone else right now. I have to handle this myself. Good thing I've got the hospital survival guide Mayfair wrote for me before she left. Okay, time to check out Mayfair's hospital survival guide and handle this myself. Oh no, where did I put it again? Oh, it's like, yes, this guide that will be very, very helpful to you. Don't lose it. Lost it. Like, you done what? Lost it. A new girl may not be a medical student, but she's just as knowledgeable as one, as far as I'm concerned. Heard she attends Thor's Military Academy. You must have quite the curriculum if Valor is any indication. As a matter of fact, my son, Kynes, just started studying medical science himself. No telling what he'll make of it just yet. But he did go to Remeferia to enroll in medical college. Only a few years ago, he was falling in with the wrong crowds and getting into fights. Can you imagine how worried I was for his future? But now he's setting off on a journey to discover himself. No father or doctor could be any prouder of his son. Seeing the young people we got with us reminds me of my son. Between Luke, Jenny, and Valerie, there's no shortage of talent among our new recruits. The only reason we've been able to cope with our staff shortage is because of their massive efforts. I guess that colleague of mine went up to the roof for some fresh air. I should probably go and see how he's doing. Anyway. In all honesty, even the intern Valerie makes for a better nurse. Not that I'm unhappy about it, not in the slightest. So, no need to change anyone's nurses around or anything, okay? How are your eggs? Dr. Gailey was just here. He said it won't be long until I can leave the hospital. It was a wonderful piece of news, but I hear that the streets are full of soldiers now. I just can't shake this feeling of dread over what will happen once I get discharged. Oh dear. Are you still hiding? I just put myself together now that none of this would have... Now the capitals, everyone's probably... It's all my fault, all of it. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. The capitals and everyone's probably... Alright, calm down, mate, calm down. Seems the boy across from me got caught up in all that hysteria in Heimdall too. Every night he groans in agony. Poor guy, I feel just awful for him. If only his family would come to visit. Try to help ease the pain, if only a little. It'd distract, at least. It would. Practicing the piano could double as therapy for my hand too, but apparently that's not enough to make it better. I have to get surgery too. If I take even one day off from practice, I'll lose my edge. So I need to practice, but my left arm just won't listen to me. What do I do now, Lindy? I used to be so good at piano recitals. Now all the other kids are gonna fly right past me. Oh, Lindy, what do I do now? Aww. There we go. My old lady here stumbled on a step at home. She's in here for a broken arm and leg. An old woman's bones are more fragile than a twig, it seems. Stop hassling me. I can help breaking a bone. Or two. Oh, enough about that. Did you bring everything I asked for? Yeah. One set of sexy lingerie coming right up, lace, frills and all. Lingerie? I can't wear this at my age. Why would I even need this? Oh dear. Again with the belly aching. You asked for fashionable clothes, so I brought them. I just don't know what goes on in that head of yours sometimes. Dear. I do enjoy those two. They're fun. There's already plenty of eye candy here in this hospital, but Nurse Cecile? She's more than just that. If a guy lucky enough to win her hand in marriage, I'd better understand just what a catch she is. Goddess, I wish it were me. Whatever guy, huh? Things could have been so different. If only... Mina seems to be experiencing complex feelings over this. Evidently, something must have happened to Cecile. Yeah. There's already plenty of eye candy. Alright. Same again. Let's check the roof. Getting put up in the VIP ward guarantees you'll be treated by the best doctors and nurses this hospital has to offer. Whoever it is must be some major elite or gravely ill. I wonder... No, enough. Now's the time to focus on work and nothing else. I've decided to live a life that won't bring shame to my family, but to do my job properly. Decided to live a life that won't bring shame to my family. I'm going to take this role seriously, then I only need to worry about keeping this hospital spotless. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I've been watching ex-Representative Gable work. He's taking it more seriously than I thought he would. I thought he was nothing more than some scummy politician. But look at him now, giving it his all, and not even for the sake of some shots for the newspaper. He's putting in more work than me, that's for sure. Well, once I get all better, I'll be getting straight back to the grind. Dr. Salem looks like she has a lot on her mind. It appears so, probably concentrating on the upcoming surgery. So, you're still here. We apologize for the interruption, Doctor. Not a problem, in fact, I was just thinking that I'd like someone's advice on a certain problem. It's about that patient. Even if he spends most of the time asleep to recover, not having anything to do while he's awake is an issue. So I'm trying to think of something that would make time go by quicker. Do any of you have suggestions? That's actually a tough question. What about a newspaper? Pretty sure he's damn worried about what's going on in the world right now, after all. I see your point. And that would probably be quite appreciated. I'll go ahead and request for some newspapers to be arranged. Thank you. That is certainly a good idea, thank you. Time is limited, and we all have to do our best within the finite amount that we do have. Indeed. Can we actually go in here? This building is restricted. Authorization is required to enter. Anyone? Only seems appropriate, yes, of course. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Okay, down we go. Feels weird that the whole hospital is here. Let's start from the back. Everyone here, that's the elevator, right. Oh, it's been a while since we've properly spoken, hasn't it, Lighton? I come back to get my stethoscope, and what do you know? Here we are, bumping right into each other. I know, right? In fact, I was actually just hoping we'd get a chance to talk. Perhaps you've already heard, but... Well, let me just come right out and say it. I volunteered myself to be a field medic. That, you're right, I had already heard. We should come talk it over with me first. I mean, we are husband and wife after all. Laura. It's alright, Lighton. This is for the best. No wife wants to see her husband shipped off to a war with no end in sight. With war comes wounded. What the wounded need most are doctors like us, doctors like you. I see. Thank you, Flora. You really are the best wife a man could ever ask for. You surely know that by now. I know you won't be deployed for a while, but let me be the first to wish you good luck. Lighton and I have been together since our residency days, so it's no surprise to hear he wants to be a field medic. I know his feelings better than anyone after all. But still, I'm glad we were able to talk it over. Gives me a chance to sort out on my own. Flora ended up pretty supportive of me becoming a field medic after all. So much for all that worrying. Still have some time left before I'm deployed. Might as well brush up on my battlefield medicine in the meantime. Didn't realize there was rooms here. Assume they're surgery rooms. There's been a ringing in my ears since this morning. I thought I should get it looked at. It's times like these when living near a hospital comes in handy. I can come in and get a checkup whenever I like. Maybe you should have like a local doctor's surgery. I thought I was so lucky to be in the same hospital as the amazing Ilia Plattieri. Get this, the second I show up, find out she's been transferred to some convalescent home in America. Oh, what a disappointment. I'm just going to get my diagnosis and go home as quickly as possible. There's no emotional payoff for being a field medic. Not with all the suffering you have to see before you... Nothing you lose out there can never be gained back again. Any fool would want to take on such thankless work. And yet, despite all that, Dr. Lighton still applied to be a field medic. Helping the injured soldiers will help me grow as a person. If he truly means that, then he really is a doctor to his core. I need to admit it, but honestly, it's downright admirable. Dr. Lighton may be young, but he's just as capable as the other, more experienced doctors. And yet he's going to just throw that all away? To be a field medic? Still, I guess there's something to be said for all his passion. Indeed. At first I thought I was just thrown off by how weird Kaiser Dai's been acting. Guess I got so hungry that I started feeling faint. A Nine's rider falling off his horse. You ever heard anything more pathetic? I gotta be more careful. Anyhow, I'm starved. Can we stop by that Lectitia place outside? Wasn't it called Lecter? Had a feeling you might say that. Fine by me. Just take it easy on your sprain, okay? No rush. Ink. So, how's the injury? They said it's probably just some bruising and a sprain. Sorry for making you worry. Worried? I'm relieved, if anything. I'll take a look at how we can change up your diet from here on out. I don't want this happening again. But you need to be careful on your end too, Wanda. Practically felt a whole clump of my hair go grey fretting over you. Yep. I'll be sure to tell you sooner next time I get hungry. I'd appreciate that. It's about time we return to St. Ark. Between you and Kaiser Dai's, I've got plenty to think about. I need a moment to work out our next steps. Oh, that's going to be the same again, isn't it? So, I hear you're a student at Thor's Military Academy now. It came up in conversation with your mum. He was here just a short while ago. Wait, does that mean you know the spy behind the assassination attempt? Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to trash them out or anything. I just think it's a shame how that incident took away what we should have been your carefree teenage years. I was just worried about how you were all holding up. Thanks, Lan. Sure, they're not the best of days, but that's no reason to feel down. We've got goals and friends to help us get there. I see. That's all any of us could really ask for in the end. Looks like you brought a whole bunch of friends back home with you, huh? Well, as long as you're doing well in school, that's all that really matters. Wow, that injection made my stomach pain go away almost immediately. Still have to come back for another checkup or two, but I'm sure I'll be a-okay soon enough. Have you heard of the Salem Company? They're a medical equipment manufacturer in Remafaria, and quite a famous one at that. Our very own Dr. Salem is, as you might guess, directly related to its founder. Being able to work under her has been nothing short of an honor. Have you heard of the Salem Company? You just said all this. Expected you to have 2 bits of dialogue, but okay. Looking at the patient's care records. Hey, you look like a real nurse. Head to toe. If you have nothing productive to say, I may not be as skilled as Kyrie, but I'm going to use my experience as a medic as best I can. I'll also work to bring you information that could be useful. You got that, Ash? Yeah. Alright, have you heard from Pablo and Gustav from the Modern Music Club? Yes, it seems they're both hard at work cooperating with some of the other students. I actually have orders from Pablo to think of a new hook for our songs before we meet again. That sounds like Pablo. Yes, I'm just glad everyone's doing well. As for those we haven't been able to contact, I hope they're fine as well. We just need to fully concentrate on what we can, right? Right. If you're heading for the wetlands, make sure you watch out for yourselves. We need to just fully concentrate on what we can, right? Right. I get so nervous when Governor General Rufus is around. They haven't told me the identity of our VIP patient either. Still, it's not too hard to make an educated guess. There's only so many Imperial elites in need of our care right now. His condition sounds very serious. Really hope the operation goes well. There's really only one reason I can imagine why Governor General Rufus would come to visit. I can only pray that His Majesty pulls through the operation. Yeah, it's like once Rufus showed up, it was like, there we go then. That was Governor General Rufus who just passed by, right? He's even more charismatic without a screen in the way. I feel so much better now that I know my wife is going to be discharged. Heard that there was a chance she might experience a few side effects. She seems right as rain for now. Guess that's the level of treatment you can expect from one of the finest hospitals on the continent. Indeed. Hey, let me in. That guy with the Governor General is packing some serious muscle. Find it hard to believe that he's come here for treatment. Makes you wonder. Doesn't it just? Governor General Rufus just left with some huge guy in tow. What's going on here? I hope he didn't come to issue any new orders for us. After we already went through the whole field medic thing. I'll try to ask Cecile later. Governor General Rufus just left with some huge guy in tow. What's going on here? Same again. Alrighty. Into no. It's not happening. It's not happening. The operation for the VIP seems complicated, but I'm also kind of anxious with the girl after him. She's also scheduled for a major surgery. Nina has a serious condition. She's been hard at work with her rehab, but her chances of a full recovery are looking slim. They decided to change the treatment plan. Right now, the surgery is scheduled for this fall. I hope that Nina can get better quickly, just like Shizuku did. Shizuku? Oh, that's Arias' daughter. She had a problem with her eyes, but thanks to Dr. Salin, she got a little better. And then one day, her eyesight just completely healed. It was a miracle. Seems a little improper for a medical expert to just explain something as a miracle, don't you think? How unexpected. She knows. VIP patients, operation sounds incredibly difficult. I'm anxious, but if anyone can do it, Dr. Salin can. And there were so many soldiers lined up outside, I didn't like it at all. I heard that Governor General Rufus hasn't returned to his office since the assassination attempt in the capital. Must be something critical if he'd visit the hospital despite being so busy. So many soldiers lined up outside, didn't like it at all. So busy. There's definitely nothing else up here, is there? We got the stairs, like no one at the top of the stairs. Nope. Right, let's head into the marshland then. Let's see what awaits us there. Oh, we forgot about Tony. Wow, I never thought Governor General Rufus would visit our hospital. He's a hard man to predict. The moment I think he's about to make his return to the city, he heads in the opposite direction. Perhaps that means he's not as busy as he makes himself out to be. What a show the man makes. The opposite direction from the city. The only thing out there is the wetlands. Must be something important there if he's making a personal appearance. Definitely something to keep in mind. It's somewhat concerning, but for now, let's focus on resolving the singularity. We should head for the wetlands ourselves. Governor General Rufus went in the opposite direction to the city. Seemed like he had a lot on his plate, though I couldn't tell you why. Divine night, I'm telling ya. It's the only thing that really makes sense in my head. Alright, so we know where to go, because we've...
According to the map, we'll reach the wetlands if we go left from here.
Well, there we go. Oh. Yeah, it's still blue. Look at all this blue paroma grass. There's an ethereal quality to it. So different compared to its black counterpart. I agree. I don't feel any kind of malevolence coming from it. The hell? You can pick up on something like that? I heard something about colours representing different kinds of mana before. We should search the area. This stuff's not here by coincidence. There has to be some clue about the singularity. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so what we got in here? This is a pretty nice area. Again, it's like... It's... Like, I've been here before. From a different angle, obviously, but... Where's the area with, like, this sort of, like... Almost steps up to something. That's the bit I want to see again. Hello. Hold on, everyone. Are we not going in here yet? Are we going to be... Or maybe it's like back in Sky when we try and avoid the... like being spotted. That's the Imperial Defense Force, a security division under the Governor General's office. They're keeping the area under pretty strict watch. Why are the Governor General's forces sealing off this place? Bastard. Did he come straight here from the hospital? Just what the hell is that? Looks like a Panzer Soldat. Don't recall seeing a type like this in the Intelligence Division's database. Something seems way off about it. This gives me the chills. It's oddly thin. Remember hearing RF was in the process of developing a new model. Could that be what this is? I suppose we won't be going through here anytime soon. At this rate, we won't be able to investigate the singularity, let alone get to Michelin. And what do we do? Take the train? We'll think of something. Let's go somewhere else and come up with a plan. Yeah, it's like the second I came here, it's like I could see something over there that was like humanoid shape. Things have returned. Yeah. Let's return to Ursula Road then. Oh, I wonder if that's Valerie. Hello, Una Crawford speaking.
Okay, looks like we're connected. How's it going on your end? Mind turning the video on?
Why? Huh? I know that voice. Is that really Stark?
Hey there, Class 7. Sorry for calling you out of the blue like this.
Why'd you need the video, though? Thought it was going to be something you were showing us.
I'm at St. Ursula Hospital right now. Can I get you to come back and meet me?
No. Boat. Can we take the train? Like, seriously? Probably be inspected though, wouldn't it? You're finally here. Sorry for calling you out like this. Don't worry about us. Where have you been all this time? I'd heard that you had come to Crossbell. I was out collecting data from various regions and happened to catch wind of your exploits. And Valerie and the others told me everything. Oh, and you're gonna need this. Boat. An orbital boat? It would be impossible to break through the Imperial Defense Force head-on. Riding up the shore in this thing's only going to attract more attention. But if you cross through Michelin, you might have a chance at breaking through the blockade. That's right, the south of Michelin opens out into the Wetlands. My, you've clearly put a lot of thought into this. Oh, slow your roll there, lover boy. Did all this for us? What's your angle, huh? I think that's just the way Stark is. Nobody makes a plan like he does. Things are starting to look up, huh? When you're ready, let's head out. When we leave, we won't be able to come back for a while. We should make sure we're ready. Let's make sure we're ready. Are we ready? People have moved. Like, you've moved, but you've still got the same dog. Fair enough. I didn't expect Stark to take all the preparations this far. I suppose you could say he's the same as ever, but it's really quite impressive. I know what you mean. When he does something, he does it right. Fair enough. Kind of relieved things ended up the way I thought they might. It'd be pretty pathetic to have dragged this out only for it to be unnecessary. Well, if that had been the case, I'd have just moved on to the next possible action. I'm really glad to have you with us, as expected from the leader of the supply team. In any case, I'm just glad I could help out. Oh, that was different. I would have provided more supplies if I could. It's just the boat, though. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. The boat's more than enough. Alright, let's actually go to the inn and see about getting some rest. Some rest. Is this not the inn? Can I find some place to rest? That sort of things. I need a place to rest. Well, you know, what I'm going to do then is I'll end this part here. In the next part, I will have gone off and rested somewhere. And we'll head off to Michelin on the boat. Ta-ta for now.